Hello, welcome to today's session. In this lesson, we will explore in detail about the role of mass communication. Objectives: evolution of mass communication, understanding communication models, examine different media in mass communication, evaluate the effectiveness of mass communication, identify challenges in mass communication, relate mass communication to emerging technologies. Mass communication, introduction and definition. Mass communication can be defined as the process of creating, transmitting and receiving information on a large scale to diverse and widespread audience. It involves the use of various media channels and technologies to convey the messages to the public. The goal of mass communication is to reach and influence a broad and heterogeneous audience, disseminating news, entertainment, advertising and other types of content. Key components of mass communication include sender, the entity or individual originating the message. Message, the content or information being communicated. Channel, the medium or method through which the message is transmitted, such as radio, television, newspaper, internet and social media. Receiver, the audience or individuals who will receive and interpret the message. Feedback, the response or reaction of the audience complementing the communication loop. Mass communication is a complex and dynamic field that is influenced by cultural, social, economic and technological factors. It plays a significant role in shaping public opinion, disseminating information and connecting people across different regions and demographics. Professionals in mass communication work in various roles including journalism, broadcasting, advertising, public relations and digital media, contributing to diverse landscape of communication in today's society. Scope of mass communication. The scope of mass communication is vast and continuously evolving due to advancements in technologies and changes in societal dynamics. Here are some key aspects that define the scope of mass communication. Media industries, broadcasting, television and radio production, including news, entertainment and educational programs. Print media, newspapers and magazines covering a wide range of topics. Digital media, online platforms, social media, blogs and websites contributing to information dissemination. Journalism, reporting, editing and presenting news and information to public. Investigative journalism, feature writing and multimedia journalism. Advertising, creating and disseminating persuasive messages to promote products, services or ideas. Advertising agencies, copywriting and marketing communication. Public relations, managing communication between organizations and their publics. Crisis communication, media relations and strategic communication planning. Entertainment industry, film, television and music production. Content creation for streaming platforms and traditional media. Digital communication, social media management and strategy, digital storytelling, content creation and online community building. Media research and analysis, conducting studies on media consumption, patterns and audience behavior. Analyzing media content for cultural, social and political implications. Academic and educational roles. Teaching and research in field of mass communication, development of media related curriculum. Government and international relations. Public information and communication for government agencies, international communication and diplomacy. Emerging technologies, incorporation of artificial intelligence, virtual reality and augmented reality in media production. Exploration of new communication technologies and platforms. Media management, administration and management of media organizations. Business aspects of media including finance, marketing and strategy. Media law and ethics, Legal aspects of media including freedom of the press, defamation and intellectual property. Ethical consideration in media production and dissemination. The scope of mass communication is not only diverse but also interconnected with various fields, reflecting its importance in contemporary society. As technology continues to advance, the scope of mass communication is likely to expand further, presenting new opportunities and challenges for professionals in the field. Evolution of mass communication. Oral tradition, pre-writing. In ancient civilizations, information was primarily transmitted orally through storytelling, rituals and spoken words. The oral tradition was essential for passing down cultural, religious and historical knowledge. Written communication, pre-printing press. The invention of writing systems allowed for the recording and prevention of information. Manuscripts, scrolls and other written forms facilitated communication across distances and time. Printing press, 15th century. Gutenberg's invention of printing press around 1440 revolutionized mass communication. Printed materials such as books and newspapers became more accessible to wider audience, fostering the spread of knowledge. The rise of newspaper, 17th century onwards. The development of newspaper in the 17th century marked a significant step in mass communication. Newspapers provided a regular and timely source of information, contributing to the formation of public opinion. Telegraph and Morse code. The invention of telegraph in the 19th century allowed for near instantaneous long distance communication. Morse code facilitated the transmission of messages over telegraph wires. Photography. The advent of photography added a visual dimension to mass communication. Newspapers and magazines started incorporating photographs to complement written content. Radio broadcasting, early 20th century. The development of radio technology enabled audio broadcasting, reaching a broad audience. Radio became a primary source of news, entertainment and information. Television, mid-20th century. The widespread adoption of television in mid-20th century brought audio and visual elements together. Television became a dominant medium for news, entertainment and advertising. Internet and digital media, late 20th century onwards. The Internet revolutionized mass communication by enabling instant global connectivity. Digital media, including websites, social media and online news, transformed the way information is produced and consumed. Mobile and social media, 21st century. The rise of smartphones and mobile devices further increased the access to information on the go. Social media platforms emerged, allowing users to create and share content globally. Convergence and interactivity. Convergence refers to the blending of different media forms and technologies. Interactivity became a key feature, allowing audience to engage with content and participate in creation of information. Emerging technologies. Advances in artificial intelligence, virtual reality and augmented reality are shaping the future of mass communication. New technologies continue to influence how information is produced, distributed and consumed. Models of communication. Communication models are conceptual frameworks that help explain the process of human communication. These models provide a simplified representation of elements and dynamics involved in the communication process. There are several models of communication, each highlighting aspects of communication process. Here are three classic models. Linear model. Elements. Sender, the person who originates the message. Message, the information, idea or emotion being conveyed. Channel, the medium or method used to transmit the message. Receiver, the person who receives and interprets the message. Noise, any interference or distortion that may affect the clarity of message. Characteristics. Communication is a one-way process from sender to receiver. The receiver's role is primarily passive. Interactive model. Elements. Sender initiates the message, the content being communicated, channel, the medium used for transmission, receiver interprets the message and provides feedback. Feedback, the response or reaction from the receiver. Noise, interference or disruptions in the communication process. Characteristics. Communication is a two-way process with feedback. The receiver is not only passive but also an active participant in the communication. Transactional model. Elements. Sender initiates the communication. Message, the content being conveyed. Channel, the medium through which message is transmitted. Receiver interprets the message. Feedback, the response or reaction from the receiver. Context, the broader environment or situation influencing communication. Characteristics. Communication is a continuous, dynamic and reciprocal process. Both the sender and receiver play active roles, and roles can switch rapidly. The communication process is influenced by the context in which it occurs. These models provide a basic framework for understanding communication dynamics, but it's important to note the real-life communication is often more complex and nuanced. Additional advantages in technology and changes in communication patterns have led to the development of more contemporary and interactive models that account the complexity of modern communication, such as the transactional model. Each model offers a different perspective on communication, and the choice of model depends on the specific context and goal of communication being analyzed. Media in mass communication. Mass communication utilizes various media to disseminate information to large and diverse audience. Each medium has unique characteristics, advantages and limitations. Here is a brief explanation of different media in mass communication. Print media. Newspapers. Traditional print newspapers provide in-depth coverage of local, national and international news. They also include features, editorials and advertisements. Magazines. Magazines cover a wide range of topics including fashion, lifestyle, health and specialized interests. They often have a longer shelf life than newspapers. Books. While not as time sensitive as newspapers and magazines, books contribute to mass communication by disseminating in-depth knowledge on specific subjects. Broadcast media. Television. Television is a powerful visual and auditory medium. It delivers news, entertainment, documentaries and advertisements to mass audience. Television broadcasts can be live or pre-recorded. Radio. Radio reaches a broader audience with news, music, talk shows and advertisements. It is particularly effective for reaching people on the move or in the areas with limited access to media. Digital media. Websites. Online platforms provide news, articles and multimedia content. News websites often update content in real time, and digital media has become a primary source for information. Social media. Platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and LinkedIn facilitates the sharing of user-generated content, news and information. Social media is interactive, allowing for immediate feedback and engagement. Blogs. Individuals and organizations use blogs to share opinions, expertise and information on specific topics. Blogs can be more personalized and informal form of mass communication. Film or cinema. The film industry produces feature films that can have a significant impact on mass culture. Movies are a visual and narrative form of storytelling, conveying messages through storytelling and cinematography. Outdoor media. Billboards. Large visual striking advertisements placed in high traffic areas for maximum visibility. Transit advertising. Advertisements on public transportation vehicles or transportation hubs reaching a wide and diverse audience. Interactive media. Video games. While traditionally considered entertainment, video games have evolved into a form of interactive storytelling and communication. Virtual reality and augmented reality. These technologies create immersive and interactive experiences, expanding the possibilities of storytelling and communication. Mobile communication. Smartphones. With the rise of mobile technology, smartphones have become a primary device for accessing various forms of media, including news, social media, and entertainment. Mobile apps. Applications on smartphones and tablets provide specialized content and services, contributing to the mobile communication landscape. Understanding the characteristics and advantages of each medium is crucial for effective mass communication planning. Media professionals often employ a mix of these media to reach diverse audience and convey messages in a way that suits the content and preferences of the target audience. Mass media in digital era. The mass media landscape has undergone significant transformations in digital era, primarily driven by advancements in technology and changes in consumer behavior. Digital platforms and convergence. Traditional mass media such as television, radio and newspapers have seen a shift towards digital platforms. Online streaming services, podcasts and digital publications have become increasingly popular. Convergence refers to the integration of various media forms into a single platform. For example, smartphones and smart TVs allow users to access a wide range of content, blurring the lines between different types of media. Social media and user-generated content. Social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube have become major sources of information and entertainment. Users can create and share content, leading to a more participatory and interactive media environment. Citizen journalism has emerged, allowing individuals to report news and share information in real time, challenging the traditional role of professional journalists. 24/7 news cycle. Digital media has contributed to a continuous news cycle with information available round the clock. News is disseminated rapidly through online platforms, leading to both benefits and challenges. Personalization and targeted advertising. Digital media allows for personalized content delivery based on user preferences and behaviors. This extends to targeted advertising, where ads are tailored to specific demographics, interests and online behavior. Mobile accessibility. The widespread use of smartphones has made media more accessible than ever. Users can consume content on the go, leading to increased demand for mobile-friendly formats and apps. Data analytics and audience measurement. Digital media enables the collection of vast amounts of data on user behavior. Media organizations use analytics to understand audience preferences and improve content and optimize advertising strategies. Challenges of misinformation and fake news. The ease of information sharing on digital platforms have led to challenges such as spread of misinformation, fake news and digital manipulation. Discerning reliable sources from unreliable ones has become a crucial issue. Global reach and localization. Digital media allows the global distribution of content, breaking down geographical barriers. Simultaneously, it provides opportunities for local content creators to reach global audience. Emergence of new media formats. Virtual reality, augmented reality and immersive media experiences are gaining traction, offering new ways for audience to engage with content. Regulatory and ethical considerations. The digital era has prompted discussions about regulating online content, ensuring data privacy, and addressing ethical concerns related to media consumption and production. The digital era has revolutionized mass media by altering how information is produced, consumed, and distributed, with both opportunities and challenges shaping the evolving landscape. Effectiveness of mass communication. Mass communication serves a multitude of purposes in society, playing a crucial role in shaping public opinion, disseminating information, fostering cultural exchange, and influencing social change. Here is a detailed explanation of the key uses of mass communication. Information dissemination, news reporting. Mass media, especially newspapers, television, radio, and online news outlets, are primary sources of disseminating current events, information, and news stories. Public service announcements. Broadcast media often deliver PSAs to raise awareness about social issues, health concerns, and community events. Public opinion formation. Editorials and opinion pieces. Newspapers and magazines publish editorials and opinion pieces to express viewpoints and shape public discourse. Talk shows and debates. Television and radio programs provide platforms for discussing and debating various perspectives, contributing to the formation of public opinion. Entertainment. Television shows and movies. The entertainment industry provides content for mass audience, including dramas, comedies, reality shows, and films that provide relaxation and escapism. Music. Radio, streaming services, and other platforms disseminate music to wide audience, influencing cultural trends and providing entertainment. Educational and informational programs. Educational television. Channels and programs dedicated to education offer content ranging from documentaries to instructional programs contributing to lifelong learning. Documentaries. Mass media produces documentaries that inform and educate the public on various subjects including history, science, and social issues. Advertising and marketing. Commercial advertisements. Advertisers use mass media to promote products and services, reaching larger audience through television, radio, print, and online platforms. Social media marketing. Platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter enable targeted advertising and engagement with specific demographics. Cultural transmission. Media content. Mass communication transmits cultural values, norms, and practices through storytelling, representation in media, and portrayal of diverse communities. Language and fashion trends. Media influences language usage and helps spread fashion trends, contributing to cultural globalization. Social mobilization and advocacy. Campaigns and activism. Mass communication is a powerful tool for social mobilization, enabling the dissemination of messages related to social justice, human rights, and environmental issues. Public awareness campaigns. Governments and non-profit organizations use mass media to create awareness about public health, safety, and social issues. Political communication. Election campaigns. Politicians and political parties use mass media to communicate their messages and policy proposals during election campaigns. Political debates and coverage. News media play a crucial role in covering political events, debates, and policy discussions, shaping public perception of political figures and issues. Emergency communication. Emergency alerts. Mass communication is instrumental in disseminating emergency alerts and information during natural disasters, crises, and public safety incidents. Crisis communication. Organizations and governments use mass media to communicate during crisis and manage public perception. Challenges of mass communication. Mass communication, which involves the transmission of information to a large audience through various media channels, faces several challenges. These challenges can arise from technological, social, economic and ethical factors. Information overload. The sheer volume of information available can overwhelm audience, making it difficult for them to filter and process the most relevant content. Fake news and misinformation. The spread of false or misleading information is a significant challenge in mass communication, affecting public opinion, trust in media and even democratic processes. Technological changes. Rapid advancements in technology can create challenges in adapting and keeping up with new communication platforms, distributing channels and audience preferences. Privacy concerns. The collection and use of personal data for targeted advertising and content delivery raise ethical concerns about privacy. Balancing the need for personalization with the protection of individual privacy is a constant challenge. Diversity and inclusion. Ensuring that diverse voices are represented in mass media is an ongoing challenge. Addressing issues of underrepresentation and promoting inclusivity are crucial for a balanced and equitable communication landscape. Credibility and trust. Building and maintaining trust in media sources is a significant challenge, particularly with the rise of misinformation. Factors such as bias, sensationalism and conflict of interest can erode public trust in journalism. Globalization. Communication across cultural and linguistic boundaries presents challenges in accurately conveying information and avoiding cultural misunderstandings. Adapting content for diverse audience requires careful consideration. Regulation and legal issues. Striking a balance between freedom of expression and the need for responsible communication involves navigating complex legal and regulatory frameworks which can vary across countries. Fragmentation of audience. With the rise of niche media and personalized content consumption, reaching a mass audience becomes more challenging. Tailoring content to diverse audience segments is essential but requires careful strategy. Social media dynamics. While social media platforms offer opportunities for mass communication, they also amplify the spread of misinformation and can contribute to the polarization of public opinion. Managing the impact of social media on public discourse is a complex challenge. Economic pressures. The business model of traditional media such as newspapers and television is undergoing significant changes due to digital disruption. Finding sustainable revenue models while providing quality journalism poses a challenge. Technological access disparities. Not everyone has equal access to communication technologies. The digital divide, both within and between countries, can limit the reach of mass communication efforts. Summary. Mass communication, which involves the transmission of information to a large audience through various media channels, faces several challenges. These challenges can arise from technological, social, economic and ethical factors. The following session has provided a clear insight on the role of mass communication in society. We also have a detailed understanding on historical tapestry of information dissemination from printing press to the digital era. In coming session, we shall have an elaborate understanding about media and mass communication. Thank you. Let's catch up in the next session.